Welcome to the Metaphysical Journey. My name is Michael, and this is a general reading for the collective. On this, I'll be pulling from Oracle cards, also some Tarot for clarification. I'm going to pull 3 Oracle cards, and this will be from the Intuitive Whispers Oracle by Maude Hirst. And I'm not going to read them individually, so each of the cards don't represent past, present, future, or some other question. I wanted to read that energy collectively as well to try to give a broader sense of what different people out there, what you're going through, some of the different things. So it kind of broadens it a bit. To start this, I'm going to pull 1 card from the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. And this will be kind of the overarching question or theme for the reading. And let's see what it says. Ooh, not for you. Not for you. On this reading, I'm just going to hold the cards up. I'm not going to put them in post-editing like I normally do because that adds another couple of hours to the process. And I really want to kind of just speed this along as much as possible. So not for you. That's the overall thing. So let me pull the 3 cards from the Intuitive Whispers Oracle deck. Let's see what comes out. Ooh, jumper. Good. 2 more. And 1 more. Split the deck. Okay, so here we go. First card is the precious present moment. The second one is trust yourself. This is going to be good. And the third one is you're more powerful than you know. All right. So we began with not for you. So there's something overall that there's something not for you. And I think that definitely that resonates with me because presently what's happening is, and I've talked about, many people are talking about this, it's not just me, many people are talking that there is a change that's taking place energetically. You feel it. It is affecting your life in every way you can possibly imagine, starting with your relationships. The things that worked, they're just not for you any longer. Also, your life path, your purpose, your mission for why you're here, that is shifting. And what in the past you thought you wanted to do for the rest of your life, or the things that you felt you needed to do in order to make money and survive, they are no longer for you. And you're feeling that. In addition to that, you have your just your mindset, how you see yourself in relation to your how you show up in your own life, but also how you show up in the lives of others, that has changed. So that leaves you in a position right now where you're like, what is happening? I no longer know who I am. I feel like I'm starting all over. I have no idea what I'm headed toward. I don't know what's happening. And that is the energy that is going on right now. So the first card is you're more powerful than you know. And excuse me, I have reversed those. The first card was here we go. The precious present moment. This is where we are. It is extremely precious right now what's happening because you're changing. You have changed. Right now, this moment is the beginning of a whole new path for you. It feels awkward because the path you've been on all this time is not for you anymore, no longer works, and you're stuck. It's as if you have planned and prepared to go on a trip somewhere, and you had the navigation system all set. Everything was prepared for you. You have your hotel reservations on the other side. Everything is good. You show up at the airport or however you choose to get there, and suddenly something changes and you're told, no, you can no longer go there. You have to go someplace else. Or you feel that you're headed in to the wrong place. And now you're stuck. You're thinking, I spent all this time and money and planning and preparation for this. What am I going to do now? That's your present life. That's what you are probably feeling. It's like, now what? I have no idea. All these years have been spent in preparation for moving forward to what I thought my future was going to look like. where I thought my stability was going to be, in relationships that I thought would always be there, and they're not. Now what? So this moment, this transition you're in, it is very precious because it's allowing you to change course, change direction. And for many of you, the change in direction is probably not welcomed. It's just happened. You've had no other choice but to make this change. Things that maybe you wouldn't let go, they were stripped away from you and you had no say. You probably dealt with one tower moment after another, it felt like. Just everything has crumbled around you. Everything is in divine timing and divine order. So this is a very precious moment where you find yourself. Is it scary? Yes. But you know what? If there's no fear, there's no change. Because we avoid things because we're afraid of it. We don't want to go through that feeling of fear. And so we back off. But that means there's no progress. No pain, no gain. We've heard that. And that also affects our lives. The next one is trust yourself. This is your intuition. You have the dove, you have the picture up there. There's a heart, so there's love, and you have the higher eye. That could be your third eye. That's intuition. That's the divine looking down on you. Someone, you're being watched and trolled right now by someone up there. And that's what this is saying. Trust yourself. Go with your gut. Go with your intuition. And they're often called the same thing. They mean the same thing. But follow your trust yourself and follow your intuition. You are being guided forward for a purpose into something that you can't see. That's why it's so scary. But if you are being guided into this, it's for a reason. It's for your highest good. Remember that before you came to Earth, you had a plan in place for your life. There was a contract, however you want to call it. You came with a purpose and a mission. You are now at the place, and with the changes taking place, it's like it's do or die time now. It's time to be serious. You have to step into who you are because you are more powerful than you know. You are a powerful light being currently in this body that you're in. I've heard a couple different people describe it as you are a powerful light being that's currently in a dream. And in the dream, you're living the existence as a human. But that's just a small part because you're the powerful light being that's on the other side, dreaming that you're having a human experience. That's an interesting concept. And when you think of it, you might be thinking, when am I going to wake up? When am I going to wake up? I want to be out of the human existence and be back in my body. Now, I have no proof for any of that. I'm just sharing what some people have said, but you are more powerful than you realize. And you can shape by speaking into existence the life that you want for yourself, the things that you want. So all of this pressure that's taking place right now around you, that's slowly pushing you forward. It's condensing you down, squeezing you down because the doorway is very slim that you have to go through. You cannot go through with all your luggage and baggage and emotional stuff. It's a small entryway. It's kind of like that thing about, getting a camel through the eye of a needle. And we think, how weird, a needle's so small. Actually, historically, the eye of a needle was a certain entryway into a city, a walled city after hours. And the way it was done is you couldn't get any type of livestock in or any horses or anything because that would keep enemies out. Only individuals could come in and their horses or whatever had to stay outside. That's the actual eye of a needle, and you can't get a camel through there. But that being said, you have to squeeze through this entryway. It is a squeeze that you're feeling right now. That is what is so painful. And it's happening to get you to understand and see who you really are, how powerful you are, and the changes you can make just by speaking your words into existence. I'm going to pull a tarot card here. I don't know why, but I'm going to do this for whatever reason. I'm feeling like I should pull a tarot card. So we'll see how this goes. Okay. All right, here we go. And it is the Two of Cups. There you go. This is definitely a beautiful connection. And on this one, I am not seeing this as any type of a relationship with another person. This is you, the human, getting to know you, the powerful light being. This is you coming together in a union to merge your two selves together. It's time for this to happen. That's what this whole reading is about. I love this reading. I do. It speaks to me as well. So, in our lives right now, what you're experiencing are the things that are not for you. So, if they're not for you, then there's something for you. And the reason why they're no longer for you, these things, is because you're not the same person. You have changed. And it's time to pull all of this together to form this relationship with yourself, and it's cups. So this is it's an emotional time for you that you are experiencing. It's a challenge. I was talking to a friend earlier this evening about what I've been feeling and going through, and I'm no different than anyone else, but it's like I don't know what's happening. It's like lately every past emotion that I packed away and boxed away and shipped away years ago, they've all come flooding back, and I'm dealing with them all at the same time. I'm an Aquarius. I am not equipped to deal with that. So I go through these things of euphoria and then dark depression, all in the course of like an hour. And this is just boom, 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 boom. All these memories of the things of the past that, again, I thought I dealt with. I thought they were gone. I wrapped them up. I'll never have to see them again. They're back. And you're probably experiencing that too. It's a very powerful emotional time for you in which you probably feel like you're going crazy. You're not. You're perfectly sane. Everything is okay. This is part of the transformation that you're going through. As I said earlier, no pain, no gain. Walking any type of a spiritual path or journey is never an easy thing. It's something that you don't sign up for because you think it's all going to be lollipops and rainbows and roses. Because as you know, each of you can share many stories describing how your life has not been that way. It's been often the complete reverse. The only reprieve that you might get is when you're helping other people because you're distracted from your own selves to deal with them. And that becomes an addiction. We can't put off dealing with the stuff we have to deal with just to solve everyone else's problems because it's not helping them. It may in the moment, but in the long run, they're still going to have to face that challenge because it's something they have to work through. And they will when they are left alone from the outside influences coming in so that they can actually focus on it. That's what they're meant to do. And they will do it. And they'll come out probably amazing, wonderful, creative beings after that. But we have to allow them to do that. Now, I digressed a bit there to say that it can be a distraction and even an addiction to just stop dealing with ourselves and deal with everybody else. We can solve their problems, but we can't solve our own. Mainly, we can't solve our own because we don't give ourselves the time we need to even deal with our own. And so right now, you are probably feeling this hard and heavy, and it's just going to get worse until we take the time and work through this. It is a very emotional thing. That reunion, that understanding that your physical body is not who you are. You are inside the physical body. This is just the current body you're wearing for this life. You've had many bodies in many different lives, but it's the reunion of the two things, the Two of Cups. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. And this is about you coming together for yourself so that all of these things will work. The things that are not for you, dealing with the precious moment of understanding what's happening for what it is. Don't see it as I'm being punished and cursed right now because all this stuff is happening. It's happening for a reason. This is a powerful life lesson moment. embrace it and look for the good things. And while you're experiencing the bad things, all the things that trigger you emotionally, the triggers are for a reason. Stop and look at them and go one layer deeper. Always go one layer deeper and say, and ask yourself, what is behind this? And this is what I've been dealing with and why the things from the past are all coming back. They never go away. You can't pack them away forever. And then through this process, do trust yourself. Understand that you are feeling something for a reason. It's not a fluke. Go with what you're feeling, and it's most likely going to be completely the reverse of what everyone is telling you. There's another card in this deck that I wish had come up, and it is about being silent, maintaining your silence. I forgot how it's worded, but that's important right now. Keep the things to yourself of what you're dealing with. When you need to talk to someone for support, you can. Don't go to them necessarily always for advice for the things that is within you that you have to work on. You have to do that yourself. Keep it silent because you are going to get a lot of opinions and it's probably not going to help you. And it's a lot of those opinions that got you where you are today anyway. So it's time for let the opinions just, float away and just tell those people, bless your heart over there, not over here. Just bless your heart somewhere else. And the last thing is you are more powerful than you know. Every answer that you need is inside of you. Find the way to tap into that because that's where the breakthrough takes place. And that is where the reunion of the Two of Cups will happen. I want to end with one last card. That was a great reading. I love that. That's just amazing how those cards come out. This is from the Angelic Activations Oracle, the new one by Kyle Gray. I have not used this before, so what I'm going to do is just pull a card. We're going to see what we get, what the message is, and I believe it will be related to what this reading was about. So here we go. Cut the deck and pull this card. Oh, she's pretty. Here we go. This is the card, and it says Sky Beings, see from a higher perspective. You are being guided to take a higher perspective. Do not allow yourself to be limited by what you do not see or understand. Do not allow your current experience to disrupt you from being the force of light you were born to be. You're more powerful than you know. Be open to seeing things differently and with consideration, and by being willing to shift your perspective, you allow angels to bring divine order to your life. The activation on this is, or the affirmation is, thank you, Sky Beings, for helping me see this differently. And the Sky Beings can be whoever you want them to be, however you want to define that. But the bottom line here is you have all kinds of support on the other side helping you, because this is a transition to raise your vibration, to elevate you, and to better connect you, to remind you of who you are on the inside of the human body. Thank you for listening. Thank you for following me on the metaphysical journey. And I hope you have an amazing day on purpose. Bye.